Well, good day and welcome to today's Living Word. I'm Dwayne Matz. We're continuing in the book of Isaiah. Today, starting a new chapter, chapter 18, beginning at verse 1. Isaiah writes, "Woe to the land shadowed with buzzing wings, which is beyond the rivers of Ethiopia, which sends ambassadors by sea, even in vessels of reed on the waters, saying, Go, swift messengers, to a nation tall and smooth of skin, to a people terrible from their beginning onward, a nation powerful and treading down, whose land the rivers divide. All inhabitants of the world and dwellers on the earth, when he lifts up a banner on the mountains, you see it, and when he blows a trumpet, you hear it." That's Isaiah 18, 1 through 3. And this chapter in Isaiah is one that biblical commentators have struggled to interpret for years. Personally, I think the problem arises with the identification of Ethiopia. We know Ethiopia today as an East African nation south of Egypt and Sudan, but let's not relegate the Ethiopia here in Isaiah to a mere geographical place. The word Ethiopia literally means Cush, Cush, and Cush was the firstborn son of Ham, one of Noah's sons. And it's interesting because the names that show up in Ham's genealogy and Cush's genealogy, they are eye-opening. I mean, if you read Genesis chapter 10, beginning at verse 6, you will see some names that have become associated with rebellion against God. Here's just a few: Babel, Assyria, Nineveh, Canaan, Sodom, Gomorrah, the Philistines, the Jebusites, the Hivites, and on and on. Ethiopians, Cushites, descendants of Ham, whatever you want to call them, have plagued the children of God from the get-go. They are the land that has been shadowed, darkened by buzzing wings, demonic influences. And they travel the world over with their destructive doctrines of evil, raising the banner of visual seduction and sounding the trumpet of tickling ear theology. Their wooing of the masses away from the one true God has always been their calling card. But, as it says here in Isaiah, their day of woe is coming. I'm Dwayne Matz, and that's today's Living Word.